Hey friends, Tux here. I do a lot of unboxings on this channel, but I don't do a lot of unboxings for credit cards, okay? But I've had a few people ask about this. I did a video recently about what's in my wallet, showing the actual credit cards that I carry as my main group, my core group of credit cards I carry with me daily. Now, I have about 20 credit cards total, and I do pay them off, of course, every month in full, but I'm one of those people, after being in banking for a while, I really do like playing the points games. I'm always looking for the best points for, supermarkets, gas, whatever have you. And that's kind of where this comes in. This is a card which I've been wanting for a while. And this is, of course, the American Express, the Hilton Aspire card. And it's their top tier hotel card. And they have a few versions, a few flavors of this credit card. But if you're someone who actually goes to Hilton a lot, this may interest you. I will have a link for this, by the way, right below if you want to click the link and get yours. But it's a great card if you're someone who does frequent more expensive Hilton hotels, or just uses Hilton quite a bit, because you do get a lot of cool perks. But without any further babble, let's go ahead and we'll actually just get into this unboxing here. So from the get-go, this doesn't come in a regular envelope in your mailbox. They ship it to you FedEx, which is nice. It's a nice little touch. They give you an email. They let you know when it's on the way, so you can kind of be ready for it when it comes, because the last thing you want is your new credit card to be, in the mailbox that someone could swipe or whatever, So it does come FedEx, so you can see a nice little FedEx envelope, just pretty much what you'd expect. And it does feel like there's something in here that is not an envelope. And originally when I got this, I figured it was just going to be like a normal, FedEx envelope. And when I felt this box here, this package here, it feels like there's actually a square rectangle box in here. So I figured this might be worthy of unboxing. I'm not expecting miracles out of this, but let's go ahead and check what this is. I did look on YouTube to see if there's any other unboxings of this credit card, and I really couldn't find anything. So I figured this may help some people down the road if they're into unboxings of credit cards and they want to see what this is like. So I'm opening the FedEx here, and oh, look at that, guys. There is a blue box in here. This looks like maybe this would be the mailer in the event that they were actually going to mail this to someone directly. We do have, I don't want to show my name here, but basically this is an American Express, package here. Okay, just like they could put a stamp on here and mail this, I guess. This has a really nice, like kind of a semi-laminate feeling, kind of like a soft touch plastic. So this is actually pretty high quality. The box itself is really nice, better than what I would really expect. Let's go ahead and we'll pull off the tab here. And this is a nice thick cardboard. So let's see here. We'll give this a little pull, little pulley pull. There we go. And right here, there is a little message on the package here. It says "for this day," which of course is, the Hilton's logo, their little, their slogan, if you will, okay? And if you do like Hilton's, I do recommend, my favorite Hilton is the one in Anaheim, California. I absolutely love. Now, let's go ahead and pull this out here, and there is a nice little pull tab here, so check that out. Now, I can't really show you the card, obviously, so I'm going to have to be a little careful about this. I might have to do some editing here, but let me go ahead and just kind of cover up the information here, and we will go ahead and just pull this out, and you can see inside of this kind of rubberized cardboard rectangle, there's the front of it, by the way, okay? And the front of this, there is a thing, so this could almost be mailed too. This has a normal window here for mailing, okay? And on the back of it here, we have some card information here. In fact, I can see the card here, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about showing this. Okay, so here I have the box. Outside the box, I did cover the more pertinent information, but you can see the card is clearly visible. It says "Welcome to Aspire." This is, again, a metal card. Has a very nice feel to it. Has kind of a metallic, it's metal card, but it's not perfectly smooth. It has kind of a texturized feel to it that is very pleasing to the touch, and it has a really nice, classy look to it as well. But beautiful card. There's so many benefits here. If you're not familiar with this particular one, in this particular card, it does give you diamond status at Hilton, which is great. I've had gold status for years. Really happy to be part of Diamond. That gives you some Hilton lounge access at Hilton hotels. Does give you better multipliers on your points for Hilton, and it does give you all the rights and privileges of gold, which can include up to like $50 per person, for like 2 people. For us, it's like $100 a day for food that could be used at either the restaurants or it could be used at the convenience stores at Hilton. And sometimes even there's Starbucks in Hilton that you can actually use that $50 per person per day at, and maybe even buy a gift card or something depending on who's working, So there's a lot of perks to having that $50 gold credit, which of course again does carry over to diamond as well. And to me, that actually makes it almost worth it right there, But there's more, it does give you a free night, and that free night doesn't really have a restriction. So you could actually use that at some expensive hotel. In fact, we're thinking about going to Japan coming up. I might just save it for that. If not, like we go to conventions like BlizzCon in Anaheim, like I mentioned, is my favorite Hilton. And during big conventions like that, during big like media events, it's very expensive to be at Hilton and at the Anaheim Convention Center because it's right connected to basically to the convention center, and it can easily be $400, $500 a night or whatever, which can pay for the card right there, as far as your yearly spend, but there's lots of other great perks for it. I will have a link down below. There's bonus points right now for signing up, and it's a really great time to be actually part of this. And Hilton are really nice hotels too. I've had a lot of great experience at Hilton as far as the restaurants and everything. And I do like to pamper myself and my family when we do go on trips, which is nice too. So this card will definitely come in handy. Now, opening up the package here, we do have a little brochure. We can pull this out. This is like a little cardboard inlay. Make sure there's nothing behind it. Nope. Okay. So in here, it just talks a little bit about the card itself. Exceptional stays, remarkable rewards, extraordinary travel await. Okay. So this just explains a little bit about it. Gives you some QR codes for exploring your membership guide, getting started with it, and everything else. Basically you want to confirm your card. But nice little thing, a little checklist for it, adding to your digital wallet, setting up automatic payments, that kind of thing. And one pro tip here, if you guys do have banking questions, feel free to reach out to me. I've worked many years in banking, including being a bank auditor, a multi-bank bank auditor. And I can tell you for credit cards, paying on the due date is not the way to go. You want to pay in advance to actually help your credit score the most, So I would recommend, set up your automatic payments, do that. That's a great idea, but definitely pay it in advance of the actual due date. That will help your credit score, okay? Adding the card to monthly recurring bills, which is great. Again, this card does have some great benefits, but this is something which I wouldn't consider necessarily a daily driver because I still have cards which are better for supermarkets and things like that, for gasoline. This is something I use more for travel, airlines, resorts, that kind of thing. And there's some great benefits too. You can get a $400 Hilton resort credit, a $200 annual airfare credit, which is kind of broken into 2 different $50 credits, or I guess it's quarterly. So it'd be $50 per quarter, $200 total, and a $100 property credit. You get a $200 clear credit and a lot more too. In fact, again, you can click the link down below and find out all the current details, but there's a lot to this card and it's well worth it. The trick is to seeing if it's going to be worth it for you because everyone's spending is a little bit different, and where it works for me, maybe it wouldn't work for you. But it's a great card. I'd highly recommend. And even if you don't get this one, there is other ones in the Amex family of Hilton cards that might be perfect for you as well. And you can reach that with the link down below as well. Okay. Also in here, this is what I was kind of expecting, like just a basic envelope. This is what most credit cards, when you get them, kind of come in just like a little envelope with all the legal mumbo jumbo and, kind of like the basic rights to your thing, to your card. It has some QR code stuff. I don't want to give away numbers or anything here, but just has basic account information. Nothing too glamorous, no free sunglasses or monogrammed pens or anything like that. But this is what most credit card companies would mail your card to you in, is just a thick envelope like this. So it's pretty cool that, they actually go that extra mile and give you a nice little, color coded, soft touch plastic filling case, which is really nice. And this is a box and a box and a FedEx. So way to go, Amex and Hilton. I definitely feel I liked the experience of opening this more than just like a plain old envelope. Okay, and to recap, this is the unboxing of the Hilton Honors Aspire card from Amex, okay, American Express. And it's a great card. I do recommend it, again, if you're someone who stays at Hilton frequently. If you guys have any particular questions about this card or using Amex's or Hilton or banking in general, feel free to reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. I do personally respond to many of the messages that do come in via email, and even the comments. I do respond to a lot of the comments too. So if you have something, feel free to reach out to me. With banking stuff, people tend to send me emails more than comment down below because it's kind of personal in nature, but feel free to reach out to me either way. And as always, I'm here to help, okay? All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Be sure and click that link to get yours. It will help out the channel, and it'll give you a chance to get a great credit card too, one that I carry myself. In fact, I'll say a lot of credit card companies on YouTube will talk about credit cards, but they don't really show like unboxings of their personal cards or show what's actually in their wallet. And on my channel, I do try and show actual product, which I use myself, okay? You see me unboxing it, you see it in my wallet, you know it's real. It's not just like clip art, okay? All right, friends, thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Click the link.